Hey everybody, happy to be here. I just wanted to share with you a gift that has come my way. It actually arrived a lot sooner than I expected, so I'm just feeling really excited and want to share it with you guys. It's a little cold outside, but I'm going to push through for you and for me and for this world to give it the love and creation that it's asking for. And I'm not going to unbox the gift in front of you guys, but you are about to see it here in just a moment. So thank you so much for being here, and I love you, and thank you for joining. Alrighty guys, hope you're ready for this. It's a dragon.
Lunch with someone. This is about this deeper kind of cosmic quantum healing and release into the good. You know, instead of that cramped, clenched, rashy, ugliness that makes us part of what is so excruciating in the current government.
Wow.
So that's a book I think you would love. And you don't have to take it all. There's nothing that you sign at the end, but it's like what we were talking about with reincarnation, that it kind of comes through exactly when you need it, and you get it, and it's true. And it bathes you in itself, in the truth of itself, and you can breathe again. And then you're home, right? As soon as you can breathe again, that's home.
Did I ever tell you, because I don't think we've ever really talked about Christ when we've had chats. Did I ever tell you that when we went to see Maharaji Neem Karoli Baba, literally in the first few times, all he talked about was Christ? Did you know that?
No, I've known that from
from Dale.
Yeah, and you said something about it yesterday with a mic in your hand, I think.
Yeah, or Krishnadas tells the story of the Canadian guy, meaning me, who went because I met my guru. So you figure Hindu guru, get a mantra, you're fine. And I said, well, so how do I meditate? Because I was thinking mantra, meditate. I didn't even know what I was talking about. And he said, meditate like Christ. When he was nailed to the cross, he felt love, not pain. He was lost in love with everything. And then the next day we went back, and I got Ram Dass to say, well, how did he meditate? Which is this famous story. And he just went back, closed his eyes, and tears came. And right then we experienced Christ in that moment. And we were all Jewish who had no relationship. I had never read the New Testament. And then after, he used to say, did you read his book? Huh? Who? His book. Isha, which is Jesus in Hindi. So there is a tremendous teaching that we got around Christ in India before anything. It was Christ and Hanuman. They're the same. Service to man and so on.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I never told you this, so I just because it made me think about it. It's really
thank you. Yeah,
elemental to us. And one of the things that our friend Bob said yesterday, which really struck me, was about what this fabric is that we are connected to by love, which is a tough word because it's so, it means romantic love to us here in the West for the most part. And he said, and I guess the Tibetans, how they approach it is love means how happy you can make another person.
Right, yeah.
Was that great? I mean, I really love that. And that's, I get that feeling in your writing and in your books. So.
Oh, thank you. Well, I really love that thing Rumi said, that through love, all pain will turn to medicine. And that has really guided me as a storyteller, because the medicine of the people that I have been given life by really has sprung from pain. And all great comedians, it sprung from pain. There's a new book on Robin Williams coming out next week, and it springs from this intense isolation.
Sure.
All of it, that huge world that was Robin Williams, springs from an attic with 300 toy soldiers, and giving them different personalities and voices and situations. But through love, all pain will turn to medicine. And so that we know that and Jesus says, everything I can do, you can do, And he goes up to the blind man, he puts dirt in his hand and spits in it and makes mud and puts it on the guy's eye. And he doesn't say, what do you plan to look at now that I've given you your sight back? Right? He just heals because knows he's got, it's like Neil would call it a parlor trick. He can heal.
Yeah.
And so we can heal too, but the way that people like us would heal is just by telling the truth and being kind of playful with it sometimes, but not at the cost of trying to make it cuter and more digestible than it is, but because we're funny, just because that's a gift,
Right.
and a defense and all that. But it's
Big
also
time.
just such a gift, such a blessing to have a sense of humor and one that is transmittable. But I was thinking also what one of you guys said. There's a story of a little girl who's scared to death to go to sleep in the dark, and she keeps calling out for her mom, and her mom will come in and say, Jesus is right here with you, don't be afraid, and then the mother goes out to her bedroom, and after all, the child calls her again, and the mom comes in and says, Jesus is right here on the bed with you, there's no reason to be afraid, you can't be anywhere where Jesus is. This goes on and on. Finally, the last time the mother comes in, she sits down with the child and says, Jesus right here with you. And the child says, I need someone with skin on.
Yes.
Right. And that's what we need here sometimes. Most people aren't going to get to India, to the Hanuman temple. But that someone with skin on, there's no difference, right? Because there's no difference between me and anyone. And that if I just sit with you, that was a miracle that at some point we learn to listen.